The Missouri Democratic Party this week or last week made a really big deal about Hulshof taking $100,000 from Rex Sinquefield. Why have you personally, as the leader of the party, not been more critical of Democrats who have taken money from Rex Sinquefield?
Well, first of all, the Education Roundtable, the 7 education groups involved with public education, sent all of us running for office, at least from my office, a letter saying that we shouldn't take that money. I believe, the only one to send back a letter saying I wouldn't take that money. I said from the very beginning that I'm not going to sign a voucher bill, and it's my job. I'm running for governor, and I will not take that money. And I think it was wrong, obviously, to be supportive of vouchers, and Hulshof has done that. And we disagree on that position.
Wouldn't it be hypocritical, though, to criticize Hulshof and not criticize numerous Democrats like Mayor Slay, Chris Koster, the Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee, who have also taken the money? Why haven't you been critical of that?
You're talking about the Democratic Party, not me. Yeah, next question.
Are you saying it's an individual choice then for each candidate, whether or not they will take that money and support the things they stand for?
It's a clear difference between me and the guy I'm running against. So, it's easier to get good grades than grade yourself on a curve.
Kenny Hulshof put out an ethics reform package today. Did you comment on that?
I haven't seen it. It didn't seem. I only saw that he said that something about hiring lawyers or whatever. Kenny was.
He was critical of you for the contracts you let out on the tobacco case.
Was he critical of the contract for him?
Well, he was critical on the tobacco case, said that they weren't bid, and his reforms would force you to bid those.
I find that very hypocritical of him, who as he was leaving the office, he entered into a contract with us to continue to do his work. I think it's part of that Washington speak where you say one thing and do another. Come on. This is a guy that as he was leaving, we hired on a contract to continue to finish his work. What's good enough for him? I just find it very hypocritical for him to come back and criticize him.
Jay, you did get some campaign contributions, though, from people who worked on the tobacco case. That came out before. How do you justify that?
Well, first of all, the taxpayers of the state of Missouri paid zero in attorney's fees on the tobacco case. It was all paid by the tobacco company. We won the case. We made big tobacco pay. Everybody knows that. The taxpayers paid zero. That's a better deal than that's zero. I think that's the best and clearest way to answer.
Did they get any contracts because they contributed to your campaign?
Absolutely not. We put out requests for proposal. We hired a strong team, a team that was ready to go to trial. It's one of the reasons why we were able to secure billions of dollars for Missouri, of which over almost now $1.5 billion has been spent here in the state of Missouri without the taxpayers paying a single dime in legal fees.
So, I've been talking consistently about budgeting being about priorities, and you say that when you're asked about your health care proposals, and you said it tonight as it relates to education. In the last couple of presidential debates and the vice presidential debate, a similar question's been asked to both of those, all 4 of those candidates, and that is, with the economy continuing to unravel, is there something that, because of the changing economic situation in the nation of Missouri, that's one of your priorities that you think more than likely is not going to be able to be funded if you're the next governor?
First of all, I think we got to get more efficiencies. I've worked hard as Attorney General. This last year we saved a return to taxpayers $20, over $20 for every dollar appropriated office. I've called for looking at ways we can get with performance reviews much more efficiencies. Ideas like trying to see if we can get the low-income housing assistance program and the weatherization program, which are in different departments, to work together so that we're not paying the same bills over for the same energy places that aren't efficient. The bottom line is that they are about priorities. I think everything we've laid out is clearly within the dollars that we have in the bank at this point. We certainly will have to react to whatever the economy is in the future, but the proposals I've laid out are clearly fundable and clearly fundable with the cash balances